And now for our feature presentation.
Alrighty, everybody, welcome to my second game of Jeopardy Deluxe Edition for the DOS here at Aubrey Scott's Arcade of Fun. My one game winning total for this game is so far $7,798. Let's see if we can win more. Trying to find my name where I won $7,798. Oh, that's probably it right there. Okay. And, yeah. And then novice, because until I make it to $1 million.
Hi everyone and welcome to Jeopardy!
We have Amy Blue from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. She's a forest ranger. And we have Mike Ellis from Madison, Wisconsin. He's a manufacturing engineer. Here we go. One daily double up there in one of these 6 categories. We're dealing with the United Nations, transportation, letter perfect, World War II, fairy tales, and finally, famous feminists. Okay. I like these categories. Well, that's all that's the categories we have to deal with. Let's have fairy tales for 500. The little match girl was carried to heaven by this relative. Who is her grandmother?
Yes.
There we go. $7,798. Famous feminists, 500. An actor and ardent feminist, he was co-chair of a presidential subcommittee on the ERA. Alan Alda. Alan Alda. All right. Letter perfect, 500. ...1930 film where Peter Lorre plays a child murderer. What's dial M for murder?
Yes.
Transportation, 500. It's someone who takes a leisurely walk or the type of baby carriage he might be pushing. What's a stroller?
Correct.
United Nations 500. On United Nations Day in 1962, U Thant suggested ways to kill the trouble on this island. Cuba?
Correct.
Alright, transportation 100. In California, you can find replicas of mission bells marking the route of this royal highway. What is the El Camino Real?
Yes.
World War II 100. As an observer, the CBS correspondent flew 25 combat missions person to person. Walter Cronkite?
No.
Not Walter Cronkite. Edward R. Murrow. Edward R. Murrow. Alright. Here we go. World War II 200. Belgian colony that was a source of strategic metals and industrial diamonds for the Allied. What is Zaire?
You are correct.
World War II 500. History's first carrier versus carrier battle was this one, named for Sea off Australia. What is the Battle of the Coral Sea?
You are correct.
Draft animals include the Clydesdale horse, the Indian elephant, and this Siberian dog. What's a husky?
Yes.
Okay. Fairy tales for 400. Nationality of Aladdin, the boy with the magic lamp. What is Chinese?
That's it.
Famous feminist 400. In 1776, this future First Lady urged her husband John to remember the ladies or else. Who's Abigail Adams?
Right.
Letter perfect 400. Letter reversed in the name of what a giraffe calls the world's biggest toy store. What is R?
Yes.
Which is no longer in business. Transportation for 400, please. The name of this long, runnerless sled comes from the Micmac Indians of Canada. What is a toboggan?
You are correct.
United Nations 400. The T in UNSO means that the UN supervises these between warring lands in the Middle East. I have it between two of them. Truces. Okay, I was thinking either treaties or trades, but I would have been wrong either way. All right. Okay, we're going to go to World War II for 400. Over 600,000 bombs destroyed this German city on February 13th and 14th, 1945. What is Dresden?
You are correct.
Fairy Tales 300. This breakfast food rolled its way to safety until it agreed to sit on a pig's snout. What's a pancake?
You are correct.
Famous feminist of 300. She was a suburban housewife when her book, Feminine Mystique, was published. Betty Friedan?
Right.
United Nations 100. Term for a delegation sent to the UN as well as the building they occupy. It's a mission. Mission. Alright. Next clue. United Nations 200. In 1931, a country of 3.7 million square miles replaced one of 14,000 under this name. China?
That's it.
That's one. And Amy's going to go 400 on this clue in the United Nations. This large Asian island country was the only one to quit the UN, and it rejoined about 2 years later. Indonesia?
Yes.
It is indeed Indonesia. In 1900, she got it right. Alright, Fairy Tales 100. In Hansel and Gretel, Gretel ended up shoving her into an oven. Who's the witch?
Yes.
Alright, I'll take Fairy Tales 200. This little man said, "Today I bake, tomorrow brew. Next day I'll have the Queen's child too." Who is Rumpelstiltskin?
Yes.
Spell his name right, too. Finish number 100. Told she didn't look 40 in 1934, this glamorous feminist said, "This is what 40 looks like." Gloria Steinem. Fifth one is 200. Victoria Woodhull ran for this office in 1872 even though women couldn't even vote yet. President.
That's it.
Meaning tied wood, this boat first consisted of a platform lashed across 2 canoes or logs. What is a catamaran?
That's it.
Letter Perfect 100. Vowel found in the name of 7 of the 9 planets. What is U?
Yes.
Letter Perfect 200. NBC sci-fi series about alien lizards invading the Earth. What is V?
Yes.
20 versus 300. On TV, letter on Miss DeFazio's blouse. What is S?
No.
It's the other one. I had a choice and I picked the wrong one. L, the other one.
Yes.
Last clue. Fog and mist which grounded Allied planes helped this massive German assault in December 1944. The Battle of the Bulge.
Correct.
At the end of the Jeopardy round, I have 4,800, Amy 2,100, Mike 400, so he's going first in double Jeopardy, which we're about to start right now. Two Daily Doubles up there somewhere in these categories. Governors. Notable animals. Sorry, notable animals. My bad. World War II trivia. We have World War II in Jeopardy. Now we have World War II in double Jeopardy. Art. Magazines. And the last clue is hodgepodge. All right, where are we going? Mike. Magazines 200. Circus Magazine doesn't cover news under the big top, but in this industry. What is music?
Correct.
Let's have art for 1,000. Old English for a drying house is where potters put their pots to bake. What's a kiln?
Right.
Alright, what else we got on tap here? Let's go with governors for 1,000. Two sons of John D. Rockefeller Jr. who became governors. Nelson was one, the other one was Winthrop. I knew Nelson was one, I couldn't think of the other. Okay, let's go with hodgepodge for 1,000. In a famous work by Bach, this name precedes joy of man's desiring. Jesu?
That's it.
With only 4 ships, this neighbor of Australia had the smallest navy. What is New Zealand?
That's it.
All right. Let's go with magazines for 1,000. In 1972, this writer founded Ms., a magazine published and edited by women. Who is Gloria Steinem?
Correct.
Okay. I'll have notable animals for 1,000. All right. Let's go 2,901. All right, here's the clue. In 1947, Islero, a fierce bull, killed and was killed by him, perhaps the world's greatest bullfighter. Who is Ernest Hemingway?
No.
It was Manolete? Manolete. Oh, okay. Lost a little bit of money there, but I'm still in the lead. Let's keep going. Let's have notable animals for 800. Ralphie, the female buffalo mascot of the University of Colorado, was so popular she was elected this. What is homecoming queen?
Correct.
I'll take notable animals for 600. In 1961, Enos, who was one of these, orbited the Earth. What is a monkey?
No.
The other one. A dog, yeah. Oh well.
No.
Not a dog? A chimpanzee.
Right.
What's that one? Chimpanzee. Alright. Alright, hodgepodge 200. Egyptians not only made paper from this plant, they made ropes, mats, and sandals too. What is papyrus?
That's it.
Total animal 400. Buddy, the first dog trained as one of these helpers, came to the U.S. in 1928. What is a seeing eye dog?
That's it.
Let's have notable animals for 200. Siam, the first of this cat breed in the U.S. was a gift to President Hayes in 1978. What's a Siamese cat?
Correct.
Hey, Tiger. Speaking of cats, mine just came in the room. I'll take World War II trivia for 1,000. Over 5,000 of them were pilots of the Soviet Air Force. What are women?
Right.
Alright, starting to build back up here. Let's go with art for 800. German-born artist who was court painter to Henry VIII. Who's Hans Holbein the Younger?
Right.
Good, up to $7,099. Next clue will be hodgepodge or governor's weather for 800. After stepping down as governor of Maine in 1959, this Democrat served 21 years in the U.S. Senate. Edmund Muskie.
Right.
Alrighty, now it's on to magazines for 400. In titles, this word precedes science, hot rodding, and mechanics. What's popular?
That's it.
$7,499. Where are we going now? We're going to hodgepodge for 800. Let's go for 2,500. Just the clue in hodgepodge. French for a blue ribbon, it usually refers to a chef of great expertise. I could have wagered a little bit more. What is cordon bleu?
Yes.
We're close to $10,000 we can get right now at $99.99. Okay. Let's have art for 200. The king of this country gave Salvador Dali a noble title, the Marquess de Dali de Pubol. What is Spain?
Right.
Art for 400. Now we're in the five figures at over $10,000. Museums in Paris and Philadelphia are named for the sculptor of the Kiss and the Thinker, who was Auguste Rodin.
Yes.
Art 600. This French artist's short legs were the result of two accidents he suffered as a child. Who is Henri de Toulouse-Lautrec?
Yes.
Sorry, excuse me. Could we go with governors for 200? He was forbidden to succeed himself, so wife Lorleen was elected Alabama governor in 1966. George Wallace.
That's it.
The U.S. Navy had a ship whose sole purpose was to make this dessert. What is ice cream?
Right.
Governor 400. Father and son who served as California governors, one before Ronald Reagan and the other after. The Browns. Oh, okay. Governor 600. 4 years after being the first to sign the Declaration of Independence, he was elected governor of Massachusetts. Who was John Hancock.
Correct.
Look at all this money I'm racking up. I'll go with Hodgepodge for 400, please. U.S. coin on which you'd find a torch and sprigs of oak and laurel. I'm not really sure about this one. Is it the quarter? Dime. Let's have Hodgepodge for 600, please. Largest of the 9 cartilages in the larynx. It's technically called a thyroid cartilage. The voice box.
No.
The Adam's apple?
That's it.
Correct. Now we're 2. Magazine 600. Amazing Heroes is a magazine covering this industry. Comic books?
That's it.
You don't have to be a detective to figure out EQMM is how this magazine refers to itself. Ellery Queen Mystery Magazine.
Right.
World War II trivia for 600. In 1942, approaches to the Mississippi River were mined by this type of German vessel. What's a U-boat?
That's it.
Now lost word. This Axis leader had a complete set of dental tools everywhere, taken everywhere he went. Adolf Hitler. So once again, it's a locked game. I have $12,799. Let's see what happens in Final Jeopardy.
Here is today's Final Jeopardy category.
Corporate America. How much of my money do I want to put at risk? Nothing. Oh, what? Okay, then I'll wager $1. I'll wager $1. What do you mean I can't wager 0? Yes, I can.
Final Jeopardy
This type of
answer is
stock gets priority when receiving dividends, but often lacks voting rights. So I'm gonna end up with $12,798 this game. Common stock. Preferred stock. So I won $12,798 this game for a 2-game winning total of $20,596. And we'll get to come back for a 3rd game soon, and I'll see you all for that next video coming soon. 2-game winning total once again is $20,596.